Welcome to part 2 of the AuctionSyncPro product creation module. Okay, so basically what you want to do is find the product that you just created. In this case, it's the first one. When you click on the update database, it will show you the actual pictures. Click the Amazon to the left, and then click on Amazon Web Services. At this point, it's going to bring up the browse tree guide. Type in your keyword that you wish to use, and it will give you some suggestions. Once you find the one that's appropriate, and you want to remember to put it in the correct category, so you might need to change something. Ours is it's part that cools for the turbocharger. That's what this particular pump is for. So we're going to find the most appropriate, which would be part supercharger, turbocharger parts, intercoolers. So double click on your selection and it pulls up the Amazon basic page. This particular page, if you look to the right and you look to the left, looking to the right after you click on something, it will show you what the field is. If you look to the left, it shows you the button that you've assigned it to. The tabs on the top are kind of related to the way Amazon does, the offer, the images, and so forth. So you can read it and you can understand what the actual fields do. That's kind of the purpose of this page. If you want to change the images, you can actually right-click on the image and put a new URL in. Drag the bar to the right and you set the system to display the fields that are required by Amazon or by your company. For example, we require bullet points 1 to 5. Just right-click each one and enter the text and click OK and it will refresh. Amazon has hundreds of possible fields and nobody will use all of these fields, but the AuctionSyncPro software will let you choose which ones are required by yourself, and of course you will want to include the ones that are required by Amazon. In a later demo, we'll show you how to set this up using the system right on this particular page. Earlier, we've had the ability, of course, to preset for this category the required ones, and you do it per category. So housewares, home improvement, tools, whatever, may have a different requirement than automotive in this particular case. So we set them up individually, and you only have to set it up once, and you can change it very simply. We're going to show you, as I mentioned, a little bit later how to do that. In the meantime, we're finishing up the bullet points right now. So let's get that finished, and once we've finished with the bullet points, we're going to go ahead and explain the rest of it, and we'll show you how to push something live. It's very simple. Okay, now we have to do the feed product type, and you can see the different choices, and this is an automotive power, basically it's a power sport part. So we're going to click on that. And the item package quantity is required in the auto parts category, so we're going to choose one. Now watch what happens as we go through this. We've checked it, everything's there, the UPC and so forth. Also, you notice what I'm doing here. I took off the required fields, and you can just see how many fields. Amazon, they go crazy with all the different options. So you can choose what's appropriate for your company. If you wanted to require this field, you just click on it and click required, and it will make sure that every time you list in there, it requires that. Anyway, you'll notice how it says items in red are required. Condition notes are required field, although it's not necessarily required if you have new. We have it set up in our system that you have to put some sort of a condition even if it's new. So you can just say something like items new, whatever you want, whatever falls within Amazon's requirements. Anyway, once we finish this particular point, we click the upload button and it's ready to go. So now we close up that module, click on the Amazon tab, and you will notice that we have 4 different categories set up for product creation. This is how many we chose to do. We could do as many as Amazon has. Anyway, we've got one record in the auto accessory. So once we click the run file, what it's going to do is it's going to create the spreadsheet for you. And this is the Amazon upload spreadsheet. Now, it will take a few moments to process this, even with only one record, because as mentioned, this particular one, for example, has over 500 fields. Amazon's very detailed, as mentioned. Anyway, you'll notice the items SKU, the external product ID, the product ID type, the exemption reason, and so forth. Also, you'll notice that the UPC shows up in scientific. If you want to change that, you can change the template where get rid of the actual formats. Anyway, as I scroll through it, you'll see the different things. This is all the data that you set up earlier. And all you would have to do at this point is go up to the top of it where the add-ins are and click upload file, put your password in, and then just click OK.